Art,
Yes.
masterpiece, an absolute work of art. You could hang this in the Louvre, and oh, do you know what? When I was watching the Serbian national final, there was this song that stood out as a really quirky and odd piece of music amongst all the other quite bog standard Eurovision fare, and there was something about it that I just thought, wouldn't this be amazing if it got through? And somehow, I don't know how, but it got traction. And um, when it made it to Eurovision, I was absolutely over the moon. Now, is it going to make it to the final? If it doesn't, I will be heartbroken. Um, this song has a very niche message, and I wonder if the voting public will latch onto it. I really hope they do. I really hope that people take towels into the arena in Turin so they can wave them about. I think that would I think that would be incredible. Um, I think I've said it on the podcast before when the song was chosen, but the lady behind Konstrakta seems like somebody who didn't really expect to win, but I really hope that she's enjoying her Eurovision experience. I mean, she went down a storm at the Israel Calling pre-party event. Um, so yeah, good luck to her. I can't wait for this and for how it's going to go down with the crowd because I think they're going to love it.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, John. Initially I was quite worried about this because, it was given quite a rough spot in the running order, but like after because I also watched that live stream of Israel Calling as well, and
Yeah,
I I get the impression that because you mentioned whether or not people will get the message, and I get the impression that the Serbian delegation really want to get the message across. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had some sort of subtitles or something like that in Turin. And and then I saw someone post the argument, kind of like, "Oh, Russian woman last year was put in slot number 3 in her semi final, and she still came third in her semi." So I'm feeling a little bit more confident about Serbia's chances of qualifying because if correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's even gone viral as well. So like people in the Balkans, because the ex-Yugoslav countries basically share a music industry, will like be familiar with the song and vote for this and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm feeling a little bit confident about its chances. Of course, I have to wait and see what everyone else does, but yeah, I'm with you, John. If this does not qualify, I will be miffed.
same.
What about you, AJ? What are your thoughts on this?
So yeah, it's kind of funny. If you look at Serbia and Eurovision, like it's fair to say that they're somewhat of a safe country. Well, I'd say so anyway. In terms of kind of the entries of you kind of know what to expect from them. Either they'll send kind of a Balkan ballad or a bit of Balkan pop like last year. Probably only kind of 2018 that I can think that was kind of a little bit left field. But yeah, kind of this year they've come with kind of one of the most experimental and avant-garde entries probably in the history of Eurovision, and I absolutely love it. Like on first listen, the first time I saw it, I was kind of like, what is this? But soon after, like I was just like walking down the street and had the urge to start chanting Bissy's Drava. Like, it's just yeah, and like I really appreciate the kind of message behind it. That it's kind of got a very niche and specific message, but it's clearly something that Constructor believes in. And yeah, so I really like this, as I said. As you mentioned, I kind of wonder how they're going to get the message out there because for those outside the Balkans who are watching this, they might see the performance and be confused why a lady is washing her hands and talking about Meghan Markle. So I hope that the Serbian delegation does something to best communicate the message, which I'm sure they will. But yeah, I am somewhat not concerned, but just not sure how the audience outside the Balkans are going to respond to this. Like, be interesting to see how the British televote votes for this, if they do at all, because I don't think they tend to vote for Serbian entries. But yeah, I really really like this, and I'm obsessed with the fact that that it's got Latin lyrics. I mean, I always thought that we'd get Latin in Eurovision only if Vatican City debuted. So it's kind of nice that it's come from Serbia out of all countries. So yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's the first time we've had Latin lyrics in Eurovision, which is a very nice first.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anything else on Serbia before we give it a score?
One little thing. People were wondering why there was a reference to Meghan Markle in the opening line, and I believe it was because apparently the singer, she saw it. That was a headline in a Serbian magazine, and and it kind of represents this whole magazine culture we have.
Yeah.
How we're obsessed with celebrity when there's other things going on in the world, like a global pandemic, and just wanted to put that in, really.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay. Okay, so let's give Serbia a score. I'm going to give this a 4.
5.
Hey!
Also a 5 from me.
Okay, and the public give it a 4 out of 5.